Hold on a second. Why the fuck ain't it plugged in? I thought it was plugged in. Bro. Oh my god, bro. Thank you. Christ almighty, man. Hold on, I'm just gonna like... What happens if it... Okay, hold on a second, hold on a second, hold on a second. That's not gonna do it. How do I... Dude, I might be... Okay. So, first of all, before I properly start the stream, Tam, I really don't know where I'm going with this. Okay, yeah, I do. I have a clear image in my brain of what I want to do with this. So, before I start playing Zodiac, I just wanted to point out, let me switch up my keyboard. Let me point out, I was just on YouTube because that's how I monitor my streams and shit. I opened that up in Studio. I was looking at YouTube and then I saw a showcase for Ocular Miracle. You know, like FMN04 does showcases and stuff for levels. And I guess really any level, even old ones like this one. Ocular Miracle, you know, it's in the name. It is literally an Ocular Miracle. It is an amazingly decorated level. It's a great extreme demon. Some of the gameplay is iffy at best, but then some of the other gameplay is just satisfying as hell to play. You know, I could click anywhere in this. Oh wow, Sharky, not a great example. Still, honestly, an amazing looking part. This part, if it'll load, looks amazing. This entire part looks amazing. There's no question about that. This part, oh god, who made this part again? I know his name. It's like, I'm literally playing a level. He literally made Volume. Can't remember this dude's name. Oh no, wait, this is the dude's part I'm thinking. Did Surge? Okay, let's make the part before. I can't remember the name of that part. Anyway, like that looks amazing. Lots of effort. This looks amazing. You know, it's a cleaner style, but it still looks like fucking amazing. Look at this. It's literally an Ocular Miracle right here. Skip to the end a little bit. Boom. Looks amazing. And you know what? You know what FMN04 has to say about it? Again, love this YouTuber. Love this person. This level is slightly showing its age now. Bro, what? Bro, what? Just looking at some of the moving objects here, they don't look horrendous. You know, when moving objects first came out, no one knew how to use them. But this is not it. This is competent object usage for movement. And look at this. How is this showing its age? It looks beautiful. Some creators still can't hit this level of decoration. This is an amazing... Look at what they did with the portals and shit. Look at that. That looks amazing. How... Like, yo, I gotta say one more time. Again, no hate. But... How is this level showing its age? I really am wondering that. How is this level showing its age? Because I don't get it. This level is not showing its age right now. It looks amazing. Also, hold on, I'm just gonna do this real quick. Where's studio? Where's my studio? Manage videos. Is this studio? There we go, YouTube Studio. Can you see this? You can kind of see this. You can, if you imagine, you can see this. I have put up my completion for ACU to the already extreme doings list. For context, I haven't put up any of my completions. I have 7 completions and I haven't put any of them up. But the only one that I actually think is screwed that 100% will not get accepted by the list team, because the clicks are just fucked in that one, is Deception Dive. So I have officially made my first submission after a year, even though I've already beat the level like a year ago. I also don't think Hypersonic will get accepted because I think the clicks, I don't remember, I don't have the original video. I literally got rid of the original video, so that kind of sucks. Anyway, let's where is it? Analytics? No, content. Yeah, there is no views on the ACU video. So that's okay. That's whatever, honestly. Because I looked at it and it's like 1,300 submissions are ahead of me before they even get to me. That's how many active submissions there are right now that the team's trying to get through. I have no idea how many people are on the team and how many people like moderate, like, you know, just how to moderate and get through everything. But I'm assuming it's going to take a long ass while until I get through. Okay, I'm not even gonna say it out loud. We all good. Oh my god, that bitrate is horrendous. Okay, that looks better. Damn, I'm like, what the fuck? I was probably just doing that to like save something. I don't know. My chair needs to. Oh! There we go. No, that's too high. There we go. Okay, let's warm up with some NLEX times 5. We love NLEX. Well, I just want to... And then... Okay, so yeah, that is wired. Okay, I'm just making sure. Hate that shit. That spike really doesn't need to exist. Starting off the stream strong. Oh yeah, and then I'm just gonna put up task manager. I don't know if I did it like to permanently set a program's priority. You have to go like deep within the settings, and I searched up how to do it, and it says that I did it. But I don't know if I actually did it, because whenever I go to task manager to see how it's running, it says normal priority. So I don't know if that's something it just doesn't visually show up, but it is running high priority, but just won't show me. Either way, I still go into the settings and manually change it to high priority just in case. Because I really don't know. I'm just gonna change it down to like 1. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, so let's go to Task Manager. And let's just change Chrome's to like low priority, because I don't want that. Oh my god, bro. Bro, I literally... What the fuck? I literally just want to... Oh my god, dude. I want to set all of Chrome's priority to low. That's like way too... Bro, that's too much work. Fuck that. Hey, just to make sure I am running it on low detail mode. I haven't streamed in like a hot minute. I'm probably gonna have to date this stream, because like thinking back to all the other streams that I've done, I know that there's the date on it, but actually, yeah, no, it won't even be an issue. But you know, when I finally compile all the videos together, I'm gonna have to... Jesus. I'm gonna have to have everything in order. Dude, it's gonna be like... It's gonna be like a 2-month project to go through all the footage that I've compiled for this level. It's gonna be so stupid. It's gonna be so stupid, dude. Just the amount of footage that I have to go through. And I have like a 3060 in my computer. I don't know what else goes towards like the speed of which stuff can render in when you're video editing. But just for like my Deception Dive video, I have a lot of stuff in like the media pool. We're gonna go with that. Like, I don't have that many videos, honestly. Like, I feel like I deleted a lot of videos from Deception Dive. Because there are just, like, some points where it's like, oh, seeing the pause menu, it says I have, like, a new best, but I don't ever see it in any of the videos. So I know there's a lot of content to leave. But anyway, where that was going is, like, there's not a lot of videos, but there's a shit ton of images. And it's like a 10-minute video, and every time I log onto it to go edit it, it takes a fuck ton of time just to fetch all the media and to load in everything. And that's just for a 10-minute video. I have no doubt that Zodiac is at least going to be half an hour. Because, you know, I'm already kind of planning everything, and it's like... I'm gonna be like... I kinda wanna do the generic thing and be like, after many attempts, however long of grinding, you know, like, you know, everyone does that for like their new personal accomplishment. It's like the most generic thing to do. I'm thinking about doing that. But, okay, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, maybe I don't do like the whole like black screen and then like text pop up and then another black screen and then another text pop up, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I just talk to it and edit it through there. But like, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a long ass video. It's gonna be like intro, and then it's going to be like about this level, about me playing this level, where the inspiration came to beat this level, because there is inspiration. You know, this level has a history with me. On top of it already having a history. And then, you know, oh my god, then I have to like the history itself was going to take a long time, because not only was I playing this level for the entire however long it takes me to beat it, there's also going to be the history of however many extremes I beat in between playing this level. Every time I beat an extreme and I'm like, okay, I'm not getting distracted anymore, I go ahead and beat another extreme, because it really doesn't take that long as I stay like 900th place and up. Like my most recent one, I beat in under 5,000 attempts in like 3 days. Honestly, I'm kind of happy I've gotten to the skill level where I see a level online and I'm like, that looks cool and fun. And you know, it doesn't have to be that serious. I just beat it in 3 days. I'm kind of getting happy that like an extreme demon completion doesn't have to be this whole thing that tortures me for like a month. Except for Omicron, that was a hard one. But again, I enjoyed it. It's something I decided to invest my time in. It's something I just found myself playing, having fun with it. The only thing that I didn't end up having entire fun with was just dance, because of like the imbalancing and some of the wonky gameplay that was just awkward. And even up until the completion, I don't feel like I ever got consistent of that one part right before the drop. There's like fake orbs and you have to hit this orb and then you have to hold for just like a second because you have to hit the orb and then you do a jump. It never became consistent. Anyway, let's do 74 to 100 real quick. Okay. TMN do Penito. Oh, I don't want that. Extra points if I can get past Penito from TMN. Always like to warm up this section with failure, because usually once I get past failure, I just get to Penito. And I like to be cheeky and see if I can just get to 100 from failure. See? Literally. What the fuck, dude? Okay, well, whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was like really bad. Dude, my chest got itchy and I had to do a scratch in the middle of that. And I feel like that was just unfocused. An unfocused attempt. I felt like my finger was like sliding off the key. No, my thumb was sliding off the keyboard. I need like a thumb rest attached to my keyboard. And then also my finger was slipping because I think today is nail cutting day. I know not a lot of girls play GD. So I don't know how widespread the issue is for like, I don't know if it's commonly talked about, but like when your nails get long and you play on keyboard, you play with keys, man, it gets harder to play. Like the more days you go without cutting your nails. You know, it probably is a widespread issue because this community is beginning to be filled with like femboys and furries, which I think is like the funniest thing ever. Like a lot of the big content creators are just coming out as furries, and I'm seeing it all over my Twitter. Like after they made the switch to being furries, their accounts just start getting suggested to me. I'm like, what the fuck? Since when were you? I have to say, like, the last, like, normal person in this community that, you know, like, has social skills and I would say is cool and has, like, I swear to God, I thought I just heard, like, the door unlock and I just freaked out. Because I'm the only one home right now. And it would be weird if the door unlocked and no... Hold on. What the fuck? Okay, I thought I heard the door unlock, but it didn't open, and I checked the lock and it's locked, and like nobody's home. Sorry, that was a weird thing of paranoia. Anyway, I'd say like, okay, I can't say normal, but like, you know, your generic general populace, like the last person that I would say is like normal and has social skills and I would say is cool. Not to say that these other people aren't cool, they are, it's just that they're not falling under the general populace of people. And maybe some of them don't have social skills. I'm gonna say because of other things about them, they most likely don't. It's like safe to make an assumption that they don't. But anyway, the last cool, normal person with probable social skills, I'd have to say is like Doggy. That's it. Out of like the top players and everything. Because, you know, before I would have said technical, but I don't... He has beaten some very, very hard levels in recent times, but I don't think he's like a top player anymore. I'd say top players are people that go for stuff in the top 10. Top 15. You know, I should do some research and see if technical has anything in the top 15. If he does, then he also gets to be on the tier of being a cool, normal person with Doggy. Yeah, that was way too late. Okay, let's practice. Let's practice 50%, but not the robot, because the robot is buns easy. You know, like, even if I was like a top player, I wouldn't fall into the category of being normal. I feel like a lot of what I've said has to incorporate a lot of interpretation. It might come back to beat my ass. But you know what? No, I won't elaborate it. I feel like it should be up for speculation. Have fun. I'm really just talking my ass off right now. You know what's crazy to think about? While I'm just yammering about life and random shit, because no one asked for my opinion, but you're getting it anyway. GD, like, in the course of my life, it is crazy to think about how it has affected me. Like, I'm not famous or anything, and it doesn't, you know, I don't have a greater impact, or I don't have an impact on the greater part of the community. However, even, like, it's just a big part of my life, and it's weird to think about. Like, I am a player, and I'd say I'm a pretty good player. I'm basing it off of the fact that the overrated extreme demon list is like, anything in the top 400 must have split audio tracks to verify it. Anything else is fine. I'm like, okay, so like, top 400 is where stuff gets hard. Okay, I beat someone there. Okay. So yeah, I'd consider myself a good player. And you know, not a great creator. You know, I am a great creator. I just don't have the ability to see things through, but I'm really trying to see through Cretan. Like, I am really trying to see it through. And it has been the most progress I have ever made on a level. Shit. Okay, I want to make it through TMN once from here, and then I'm going to start playing from Shock. And then once I get tired of Shock, I might just play from Drop. 14 or 12%. But as I was saying, it's crazy to think about how much impact this game has had on my life. Just how much time I sink into it. I am playing difficult levels, and it takes up a large amount of energy and time in my life. And then from playing those hard levels, I'm trying to do video editing and upload to YouTube, which takes up another large chunk of my life. And then I'm also trying to create and finish a level, which is going to be a whole fucking thing to verify. I don't even want to think about that. Like, that's just going to be another thing that's going to split up my time, my play time from Zodiac. Because I don't really play, like, I don't play levels past, what, 8 p.m.? Because I don't feel like I'm going to be playing at my best. So really past 8 p.m. I try and just create and video edit. Because, you know, they're much more relaxed, slow-paced things. I am releasing just way too early there. But as I was saying, those are 3 things that I do in this game, and they are time consuming. And this is the only game that I play, honestly. And it's crazy to think that I still love it. After all this time of playing the same funny cube game, I am still so passionate and dedicated to play this game as much as I do. Shit! TMN. Your part is just truly, truly unnecessarily difficult. That wasn't too late. Okay, good. That was too... Fuck! That ball timing and the wave are really just kicking my ass right now. Oh my god, dude. Bullshit. That timing is just genuine evil. Hi, Rosie. Do you want to come hang out in my room, or are you gonna run upstairs? Not even a secret that she just hates me. You know, it's okay. It's mutual despise. I don't even think despise is too strong of a word to use in this scenario between me and the dog. I'm sure I went off about it before, about how this dog is just a super genius and she and how she just manipulates my family. Like, you know, other people in the house aren't allowed to show any sign of affection towards each other unless it's towards the dog. Like, no hugging. If you hug somebody else in the house, she'll get in between you guys and, like, paw at your leg and be like, love me. Why are you loving them when I'm right here, dude? Like, look at them. Why would you love them over me? It's like, damn, dog, you're a grade 8 bitch. Kind of love the diva inside of you. Like, what the fuck? And the worst part is that it works. It all works. All of her manipulation just works. I was really too late on that. Like, I got too high. I jumped too high. Fuck that, man. Or, like, I'm sure I've said it before, but, like, when you let her outside and she goes down the stairs and, like, all she really has to do is go down the stairs. She doesn't even have to, like, go pee. But if she does that without barking, she'll get a treat. But if she barks, then she doesn't get a treat. And so when I let her outside and she barks, I let her back in, she'll, like, sit in her spot where she's waiting for a treat, and I'm like, nah. And then she'll walk away, but before she turns the corner or whatever, goes down the stairs, she'll look back at me with, like, her glassy puppy eyes. And then when I don't react, she leaves. I'm like, holy fuck, you are really just pulling all the strings of manipulation, dude. Like, I'm telling you, it's almost like Kid vs. Cat. Like, this dog is a super genius. Almost like Kid vs. Cat minus taking over the world. Or whatever the cat's motivation was in that show. I don't remember the exact motivation the cat had in that show. Was it to go home? Because I remember at one point they did end up on the alien cat planet. But even then the cat was the cat trying to escape? I can't remember. I haven't watched that show in so long, dude. I remember one of my first times streaming, I did it over on Twitch. And I got a lot of traffic over there, actually. Okay, I can't even say a lot of traffic. It was just, like, more than what I get here. Because, you know, on Twitch, people are looking... They're looking for streams. Where on YouTube, they're kind of more looking for content. Unless you're a huge content creator. And it's like, yo, I'll be streaming, here's my schedule. Then you'll get a lot more traffic. Why am I so bad at this game? Anyway, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, the only real reason you get viewers on streams on YouTube is if they're your loyal fans. Because on YouTube, people aren't looking for streaming content. They're looking for video edited content. Whereas on Twitch, you'll get a lot more random people, and that's kind of more how you get discovered. So I guess I really am just hurting my channel by streaming on YouTube, but whatever. I don't want to stream on 2 platforms. Plus, your VODs get deleted. Oh, I remember why I made the switch over to YouTube to stream instead. Because on Twitch, your VODs get deleted after like 90 days or something. And I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but I'm not beating Zodiac in 90 days. And you know, there's only so much space on a computer. So, to download a VOD, just in case there's something in there that you don't remember, like good video content to be edited down, that's very, very spacious. That's a very large file. A 2-hour stream? And you're not scrubbing through all that, so then what happens if it just ends up, it was a nothing stream? Nothing really good happened. So you know what, I'm like, hey, you know what, YouTube doesn't delete VODs, so I will start streaming over there. Fuck off, dude! That bit is so stupid. Duh. Anyway, I made the switch over to YouTube because YouTube doesn't delete VODs. So whenever I need them, whenever I finish this level, I can just go through them and be like, hey, is this necessary? Yay, nay. And I don't have to delete it. It's just kind of nice history to like leave up there, you know, even if I don't use it in the video. But anyway, circling back to the, yeah, that was too late. Circling back to the original story. I remember one of the few and the first times that I had streamed on Twitch, you know, people are looking for streaming content, so I got a rando. And my title was something like grinding out Zodiac, playing Zodiac. And someone said, would you be interested in playing this level? I don't think it was their personal level, like, that they made. It's just the level that they liked. And I'm like, dude, where in my description or my title does it say, playing for suggestions? Playing request levels? No! I have a goal right now, I'm playing Zodiac! Of course I didn't answer it like that. I'm like, oh, actually no, I'm just playing Zodiac. I'm not taking requests. It's not something I do in the stream. You know, I answered it nicely and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that because where in the title or the description does it say that? And then they just left. I'm like, huh? If you're looking for people to play level request, search up on the hashtag GD and then like level request. There are filters that you can put on to find what you're looking for. Why go into some rando stream? I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm more so playing this level to beat it, and I'm streaming for fun, not for fame. Goodbye. It's too high. How long do I want to play for? I want to play for like another 40 minutes. Yeah, this wasn't going to be a long stream. But you know, it's better than nothing. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed this on like... This is gonna be a long ass Zodiac rewind. I don't know if I showed this on Zodiac related content. I think I just showed Chris in a call. But I got a new laptop. Why, you're asking? Because in the winter, I'm going back to my hometown to do some dog house sitting. And I realized the way that lined up is first week, you know, first week will be during my winter break. You know, we'll go over New Year's. But then the second week that I'm there, I'm gonna be in online classes. Which, you know what, it's not gonna be ideal because those dogs bark and they bark loud, so I just won't be able to turn on my microphone or whatever. However, where this is going is, my old PC is a bit slower, I won't even lie. And you know, to be on that for a week doing schoolwork, and I've kind of been annoyed every time that I leave town for an extended period of time. I haven't been able to play GD. Because, you know, it's an older computer. It has like a 1650 or whatever in it. 8 gigabytes of RAM. And it's sporting a 60 hertz refresh rate. Which, I can't do that anymore. Well, I can apparently. As the next story will explain. So anyway, I'm like, I want a new computer. One issue though, money. You know, things cost money, and the nicer computer you want, you know, I want at least 144 hertz refresh rate. And I wanted something that would be newer so it wouldn't go out of style. So I kinda wanted a 4050 in my laptop. But you know, I'm listing off these things. I want 16 gigabytes of RAM. You hear me listing off these things. That costs money. And another little fun fact, I'm a student currently. And one thing about students is that they go to school, which kind of takes away time to work and make money. You know, granted, I'm going to school to make more money in the future, but still, at the time, money is not, I don't have a lot of that. So I had made the plan, I'm gonna sell a few things. I still have my old Chromebook that honestly I haven't used in like 4 years. I don't even know why I brought it with me when I moved, because I don't use it. So I have my old Chromebook, and then I have the laptop I was talking about that I didn't really use anymore. So I buy the laptop and I list those things up for sale. Sadly, they haven't sold yet, but here comes the next story. I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna sell both of those things so, you know, I can afford this purchase. Hold on. Fuck you too, Samifying. So I can afford this purchase, so I list the Chromebook without a second thought, and then I go to list my laptop, and I'm like, hold on. This is the stupidest side quest ever. Luckily, it wasn't a long side quest. I'm like, I started and attempted to play Extreme Demons on this laptop, but I never actually beat one on this laptop. That is unfinished business. I need to beat an Extreme Demon on this laptop. Huh? You know, it's like the stupidest thing ever. But I followed through with it. And I didn't beat a new one. I'm like, okay, you know what? Hypersonic is the first Extreme Demon that I started playing. And the first one that I beat. So... way too high. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna rebeat Hypersonic on my old shitty laptop. So I pull up my laptop, fire it up, fire up GD, get all the recording software situated. I ended up doing the hand cam on my phone, and I'll just merge the videos together. But okay, I'm like, okay, this might take a few days because I am on 60 hertz and this is an extreme demon, and I know I became a lot better after I switched to a higher refresh rate, so this might take a while. I ended up beating it in like an hour and a half. And that's not the craziest part, is, like, I expected to die at the last wave, because, wave is very skill-based and very refresh rate-based, just like ship. Once you get to those higher levels of play. So I expected to die in the last wave 2 times, at least. I expected to die at that UFO, or that one, like, stupid robot timing near, like, the 70% range, because it is a little bit wonky. Sometimes there's a timing there, and sometimes it's a buffer. So I expected to die in the end a few times. I expected to die at Nazcub ship. I died at like 26, and then I just beat the level. Granted, here's the weird part too, is I tried doing a run from like 48 to 100. Wherever that kind of like almost halfway point is, where the duel starts. I tried doing a run from there, and for the life of me, I could not. I just kept on dying at the last wave, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm just gonna play from 0, see what happens. Not even 10 attempts later, 1 death at 26, I beat the level. I'm like, okay. I'll take it. So I think definitely just without even refresh rate, I got a huge buff from playing these harder levels. And honestly, learning how to play the game. I find it crazy after how much time I'm still learning how to play the game better. Like, I've mentioned it before, but eye tracking is huge. I'm sure I've also mentioned this before, but me and my friend had like this discussion once. We're like, what do you look at when you play this game? Do you look at your icon, or do you look at the stuff you're supposed to avoid? It's like, oh shit, I don't actually know. I just kind of play the game, which is probably why I suck so bad. But then I kind of figured out from people with face cams that stream the game and they're like good at the game, it's like you're supposed to track everything. I think that's a cue that I need like a moment to refresh my eyes. What does the suggestion say? The suggestion is saying a regular stream bitrate is 6,800. I'm using 1,700. Yeah, I want a high quality stream, asshole. I want nice VODs. And I'm not even gonna lie, flying was so much easier on... Flying is so much easier on keyboard when you're... I don't know why. Maybe it's just because you can click faster. I used to think I had mouse control on controller because, you know, your thumb is slower than your fingers when it comes to clicking fast. So I always thought I had more control when I played on controller. However, that's just not true anymore. I have more control when I'm playing on keyboard, and I'm able to spam faster. Which, also a cool thing I noticed, when I beat Hypersonic, I was playing on mouse, and for that one spider part, just past halfway or whatever, I had used my spacebar to help me get through that part. So I was doing 2 inputs, one with my mouse and then alternating with the spacebar at the time. When I was playing the most recent time, like a week ago when I beat it on 60 hertz, I had just done it with the one finger. I'm like, damn, this is like possible now. I'm probably streaming at the worst time because it's Friday in the AM, everyone's at work. And I put on my stream that's not meant for kids, so it's not going to get recommended to people with time. People with disposable time to just do whatever they want. Shit, man. I want to play from here a little bit. It was way too early, man. It kind of, like, this is what kind of sucks about this level, is I'm noticing when I'm playing these longer levels. Not that I'm getting that far runs on these levels. But when I'm playing without breaks for longer than, like, it gets shorter as the longer I play, but like first I'm good for like a good half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. I'm good just to stare at the screen and continue to play. But then I need to take a break, and I break. And with each subsequent time that I take a break, my eyes get more fatigued easily after that. So I feel like the longer I play, the worse I almost get, which is very, very annoying. And it makes me worried for when I beat this level, or when I get close to beating it. It's like, how focused am I going to be at the end? Because, you know, NLEX's part needs a lot of tracking. It's way too low. Okay, I just want to get past Timon's part one more time from here. And then I'm going to play from drop. Yeah, fuck that part, man. I still haven't been able to replicate like 12 to the end of failure. I'd be very happy if I was able to do that at some point in the near future. Shit on my dick. Samifying. Why don't you? You're being such a dick anyways with this part. I swear to God, when we're talking about the difficulty of Zodiac, Samifying is not talked about enough. Failure, fuck off, man. How long? How long? Oh, it says up there how long I've been streaming for. I've had a very, very productive morning. Okay, I can't even say that I've had a productive morning. I got up and started getting steps in and playing fucking Cookie Clicker. So I guess the productive part is getting my steps in, getting my exercise in. But then at the same time, I was shitting around and playing Cookie Clicker. You know, that's how I've validated doing a lot of just like unproductive things. If I'm watching reels or playing Cookie Clicker, it's really the only thing I play on my phone, is am I getting steps in while I'm doing it? If I'm getting steps in, you know what, I'm exercising, so I'm allowed to do a stupid thing too. And that's literally all I did this morning. You know what, I made a lot of progress in Cookie Clicker, and I got like 5,000 steps in this morning before I started streaming. I literally pressed down on that. Like, I went so fucking high. Fuck, my finger slipped. This is literally why I need, like... like, it just doesn't feel right. I think this is something I have to get used to, though. Dude, that death is so fucking stupid. too early. Why was I still holding? I'm gonna do something real quick. And then, dude, I literally just need like a spot for my thumb. Okay, good. Okay, I don't know why I was playing so ass there for a second. Oh. Really? Oh, fuck, the fucking bump, dude. I didn't hold long enough. Fuck you. Dude, I fucking hate shock sometimes. Most of the time. Fuck, dude. Fucking samifying, dude. All right. See what happens. Full lock-in. That's a good first attempt. Dying at that shit already. Wow. Just give me to the drop. Just give me to the drop. Bro, come on. What's my heart rate at? 90. Okay, I got 54 today. That's a good run for today. Yeah. My best is TMN. That was a pretty good run. To die at Samifying, I'm not entirely mad, especially there, because that's one of the deaths you expect every fucking time. That's just one of the deaths you expect every time, dude. I really should stop getting distracted with this level, because I find as though every time I leave, yes, I beat another extreme. However, I feel like I'm losing consistency. And the way I've been playing extremes recently, like, I know when I'm gonna get at. Like, I'm playing the level and it's like, wow, I'm really consistent. I'm playing really well, really consistently. So I think that consistency shows if I just stick with Zodiac without picking up another extreme, and it's all that I play, I think I could start making progress on it again. I can get past 58. That's one of the reasons I feel like so bad for Doggy. Is like, he's a good player, he's a consistent player, he knows how to play the game. He's really fucking good at it. And Grief is the only level that he plays and he can't get past 80. I just feel bad for the dude. You know, at least I have this stupid reason I keep on getting distracted and picking up other projects. However, for him, that is the only thing he's playing. And he can't get past 80. I actually think playing breaks from the level isn't a bad thing, but it can only be like a day or two at a time. Not what I do, where I like pick up another level and play it for like 5 days. And then I'm like, okay, that was really fun. I'm exhausted now, and then I take another 2-day break from the game. And then I'm like gone from Zodiac for a week. I think taking like once daily breaks is okay. Thought I died there. Fuck that part, bro. Fuck that part, bro. So stupid. How much time I got? I got 5 minutes left. I guess with the last like 5 minutes of the stream, I'll tell one more story. I have one more story to tell. So me and my uncle were talking about ChatGPT. Oh yeah, FYI, I'm totally gonna cut off once I get to the drop. Like, I'm just not gonna talk anymore. Maybe even when I get to that ship segment, because that shit also takes a lot of concentration. Still, this part is pretty pre-programmed into my brain. Fuck you, bro. Anyway, as I was saying, me and my uncle were talking about ChatGPT. You know, everyone loves it. AI, it just answers questions. And yes, it says it can be incorrect sometimes. I do trust that. It is incorrect sometimes, but believe me, I have found out. However, if you just kind of provide it with like raw information, and you just tell it to kind of sift through it and pull from it, ChatGPT isn't really good at that unless you pay for it, but there are some free ones like Microsoft Copilot or whatever that are good at doing that, just sifting through info. But anyway, we were talking about ChatGPT and all that shit, and then we moved on from like internet data. And he's like, how much of the digital footprint do you think... No, let me reword that. When was majority of the digital footprint created since the internet was made? I'm like, alright, so obviously there's not going to be a lot when it first came out, even like for the 10 years after that. The internet was made in the 90s. If not, like, 2000. Like the year 2000. Not early 2000s, like 2000. So I'm thinking, okay, 2025, COVID happened in 2020, and everyone was locked up then. Like, even then, I'm thinking about content creation was pretty big. Memorably for me in 2016 is when a lot of it came out, but possibly even like 2014. So I'm thinking, okay, that aside with like the growth of it, I'm thinking 2020 when everyone was locked down. So past 5 years is when most of the internet data and content has been created. And my uncle shakes his head. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, did I do a good guess? Was I too... Did I not guess like far back enough? Was it actually like 2016 or something? And he's like, no, the past 2 years, most of the internet's data has been created. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought 2020 would have been a huge year because everyone was at home. What else were they gonna do except for go on the internet? Nah, the past 2 years, 2023 to 2025, he said something crazy. Like, I think over 80% of the internet's stuff has been created, just like raw content from people and other streaming stuff like movies and music and all that shit. Yeah, a crazy number, like 80%, over 80%. What the fuck? And I guess I can see it. COVID was probably a huge push towards it, but then, you know, it just kept on growing at like a drastic rate. Because, you know, even older generations are getting online now. There are people in my nursing class who use AI and stuff to answer questions because it's quick and efficient. And 95% of the time, it is correct, or it leads to a correct answer that we can think ourselves through. But you know, a large demographic of my class is people my age, but there are people in their 40s. Those people are using AI and technology and stuff. And there are even people in my, like, at the nursing home that I work at, those people are, you know, 80 to 90 years old. And guess what? They're also using the internet and shit. One of my residents has Facebook. And bro, they're like past 90. It's like, damn, really just everyone uses the internet now. You know, of course, sometimes I gotta help them is like, my Wi-Fi disconnected, how do I get this back? I'm like, okay, we're going back to like step 1 again. But at least you know how to use the internet and shit. I kind of want to get one more drop attempt before I finish this off, but I think my brain, I've been almost streaming for an hour and a half. And that's really when my skill just starts to deplete and I do not play as consistently. Like, what the fuck was that? When do I ever die there? Yeah, I don't know if another drop attempt is in the cards anymore. Might have been playing for too long. Dude, I gotta stop doing that where it's okay, I'm cutting off the stream at this time. Or like, I'm done playing it this time, and then I'm like, wait, after I get this one last thing. It's like, no. After... No more after, just cut off the stream at that time and start being a productive member of society. I literally have a text message from a friend right now waiting for me because I made plans with her and I'm like, you want to go and do this? And you know, she got back to me and that's telling me, that message is going to tell me whether or not she wants to do that. But I'm busy playing video games. I'm a fucking idiot. Bro! Just get one more drop attempt. If I have to start from 0 again, I'm going to do that funny dash orb thing where I like double click. Fuck. Funny dash orb thing. Yeah. Bro, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm not going to. That's a lie. I'm not going to do it. I can't even say it's a joke, but I'm not gonna do that. Do not send a suicide prevention team towards me, because I'm very content with my life. Such a stupid death. That's not too bad. I only went 5 minutes overtime. Almost got to an hour and a half. So should I just sit here for the next minute and 30 seconds? I don't even know what to yap about. Dude, that's such an embarrassing death. I'm watching it back on the mini player. I'm so stupid. How did I die there? Anyway. Should I? One dislike? Fuck you! Why'd I get a dislike? What the fuck? Why'd I get a dislike? That's so weird. You know what? Let's play an attempt of Omicron. See if I still have what it takes. What the fuck? Why did I even die there? This is a huge fucking waste of time. Why am I even doing this? Bro. Okay, no. I want to get to, like... I want to see if I still have what it takes for Pocket's part. No, I don't. Is the answer. Is no, I don't have what it takes for Pocket's part. Bro, what? Why am I dying at that one click? What the fuck, dude? Okay, I'm washed. You know, I did consider playing this level and rebeating it. Well, not rebeating it, but trying to get the coin. But I don't want to get the coin again. Why the fuck did... Why did this get a dislike? Why did this get a dislike? That's so fucking weird. What part? I swear to God, there was a part in here that you could skip. That's cute. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. That's just... I'm so fucking stupid. Why am I doing this? Okay, anyway. Fuck it, one attempt on here. 2 attempts on here. 3 attempts on here. So dumb. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. That was a good stream. I actually did get some consistent stuff on Zodiac. I got to Samifying. I did Failure to NLEX, the NLEX wave. I technically did all the runs. I did Peneto to 100, I did TMN to Peneto, and I did Shock to TMN, and I did 0 to Samifying, actually, which is pretty good. Anyway, thank you for no one for watching. Later.